My name's Nick DiMaria, and I'm the director of the New Haven Jazz Underground. Jazz Underground is a grassroots, community-based organization that is dedicated to producing jazz events in New Haven, whether they are concerts or festivals or jam sessions. We aim to promote the music in the city in the best way possible. I started the Jam in 2015 right here at Three Sheets. It was kind of home base operations until the COVID pandemic. And then after COVID came and went, we started operating again and then expanded. We produced shows at Cafe 9, the Cannon, which is a couple of blocks away from here, and all other venues and bars, restaurants throughout the city. The inspiration for the Underground came basically when I arrived on the scene in 2006. There wasn't a lot of infrastructure to figure out where to play, how to play, who to play with. This is, a lot of social media hadn't been created yet, so it was still kind of an old school way of networking. And I started having to figure out ways to play my own concerts. And eventually that led me to my first show as a showrunner, and it was at the Outer Space Club in Hamden. And I was given Sunday night, basically, to fill the void. They needed something to fill up that night, and they gave it to me and said I could do whatever I want with it. And at that time, I was ambitious and would hire my friends and colleagues, and anyone local was welcome to play. And that series ran for several years, probably until about 2014, 2015. And then I was tapped by other organizations. I produced the New Haven Jazz Festival and co-produced that for several years. And in that time, started the jam session here at Three Sheets, which has been running ever since. Tuesday night is our main night. In the post-COVID world, Tuesday night you could find us at Cafe 9, but we still have a regular series that occurs here on Fridays, kind of like a happy hour, start your weekends kind of thing. So, and the formula is still the same. We rotate bands, and I try to create an environment where young musicians can begin their careers and hone their skills, and seasoned veterans can come and either give back to the community or continue to work in it. We've had special guests who have roots in New Haven, and we have special guests who are just big names in the scene and in the music, and they come out to play. It's generally the first hour is the house band. They play their own set, and then after about an hour, we take a little break, and then if you're a musician or a vocalist, you're welcome to introduce yourself to the house band. And when the jam session starts up, that usually takes up the last 2 hours of the event. They're usually 3 hours, and everyone's welcome. And we just the only thing we ask is that everyone treats everybody respectfully and patiently. And it's all about making music and having a good time, and that's really the core of the mission. Well, I love New Haven. I have some roots in New Haven, and some connections through my family in New Haven. I'm a New Haven school teacher by day. So I just decided that, investing in my local scene was the way to go. And that I kind of get that from, I grew up as like a punk ska band kid. So there was a lot of DIY elements to shows back when I was a teenager. And I kind of honestly took that with me when I created the Underground. A lot of the formulas I use to keep the Underground going are kind of what I observed and took part in as a teenager in the late 90s and early 2000s. And it still works. And there are people who know who the Jazz Underground is. And I have venues or people reach out to me knowing that we are a network of musicians and can either put on a concert at someone's graduation party or someone's wedding, or if a restaurant wants to have some music for a particular event, they know to reach out to us. So we do have a presence in the city, and I also try to coordinate with other organizations. We've raised money for the Connecticut Food Bank or donations. We've done drives for the homeless and less fortunate members of society, and that sort of thing. We've contributed to mostly food insecurity programs, but a lot of civic outreach as well, which is really rewarding. So yeah, my goal would be, my dream would be that a kid, decides to go to jazz school in Connecticut and then can start their career through our organization, build up themselves, network, be able to play with for us, play outside the region, whether it's international or national or just on the other coast, and then be able to come back and network with other musicians and continue to collaborate and contribute to what we're doing here, because I really believe in the scene in this great town and nourishing it in that way. That would be great to just continue that infrastructure of musicians having a place to collaborate and hone their skills and their craft. We're as grassroots as it gets. So the best way you can help, if whether you're a listener or a musician yourself, is we raise money through Patreon to pay our musicians. So if you're interested in regularly contributing to our cause, you can go to patreon.com/NHVJU, as in New Haven Jazz Underground, and sign up. And all the prompts are there for you to follow, whether you want to be a very modest contributor, which is always welcome, or if you have some money to give to a great cause, we would love it, because it helps us keep doing what we're doing. If we're also we accept all kinds of donations in that way. In terms of social media, you can find us on Instagram at New Haven Jazz Underground. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/NHVJU. You can find us at 3 Sheets on Fridays, the first and third Friday of the month from 6 to 9 p.m. You can find us at Cafe 9 on Tuesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. And you can find us on Thursdays at the Cannon from 7 to 9 p.m. And all of our events are free, and they're free due in part to our sponsors and sponsorship by members of the community, like I said, through Patreon. So we want to keep it free and accessible, so if you can contribute in any way, that'd be incredibly helpful. And we hope to see you at a show.